It's Trial Tuesday, and today we're talking one of the newest blood thinners on the market, Xarelto. Some say it can cause uncontrolled bleeding, and many are seeking compensation. Maybe you're one of them. Attorney David Aylor right now is here with The Scoop. Welcome.
Good morning.
Okay, so I know nothing about this until the little research that I did yesterday.
Right.
So it's a blood thinner.
Right.
What's the biggest complaint?
Well, the biggest complaint is that there's no antidote for it. Essentially, what that means is you have uncontrolled bleeding that occurs internally, and you're seeing a lot of different things that are coming from that, hemorrhaging, even death. This is something that people started taking for when they're having knee surgery or hip surgery, and it's a blood thinner like so many other ones, but the difference is it's really a one-size-fits-all type of blood thinner, and so what that means is it's not based upon your weight or your height or your age, and that's supposed to be a positive thing. However, they're seeing a lot of negative effects from it, and that's where you're starting to see lawsuits come in because you're seeing some serious side effects. Like I said, particularly the internal bleeding, because what happens is when the blood pools around one of your organs, they can't stop it. Unlike other blood thinners that are out in the market where there's an antidote way to get out, they actually have to flush it out of your system, and that's the only way to stop the blood thinning.
I mean, what are the numbers? How many people have taken this? How long has it been around?
You know, it's been around a few years, but the issue is really the failure to warn and the risks that are out there. A lot of people are concerned that, you know, they put it out on the market too quickly, and that's what's led to issues. And, you know, essentially it's supposed to stop blood clots, and that's what blood thinners do, but they're even seeing a side effect where it's actually causing blood clots.
Wow. So are you getting phone calls about this?
Yeah, you're really starting to see a lot of attorneys across the country. There's already, you know, lawsuits. There's a class action suit that started in Louisiana, and you're seeing in other parts. And there's more and more people that are aware of it now and starting to see effects. So we're really trying to get the word out.
Who makes this drug?
Johnson & Johnson makes it. And again, it really comes back to when it came out on the market, how quickly it came out on the market, and the biggest issue being, of course, the failure to warn and let people know what's out there and what can happen if you take it.
Is it so bad that it may be pulled from the market, do you think?
You know, it's interesting. There's obviously some people that are having success with it, but really what's at issue here is whether or not you're going to affect it to the degree that if you are one of the people that has this hemorrhaging and, you know, and it continues all the way up into some serious injuries like death.
Wow. So, you know, I'm sure maybe some of our people watching right now have taken it or have been recommended to take it. Would you recommend don't do it, call you first, or if they have taken it and had, you know, an adverse reaction?
Obviously, you want to talk with your medical physician that would actually prescribe it to you. Beyond that, if you want to know more information about it, if it's maybe not you taking it but a loved one, you can go online. There's a lot of information about there. But if you've had side effects from it, it's definitely worth looking into getting some legal action taken.
Now, you mentioned class action lawsuit, not in South Carolina. If someone felt that they had, you know, something wrong with the drug, can they join that, or does it have to be within your state?
No, actually, usually what you do is you're going to have local counsel within your state, and then you can become a part of the class action. So, you know, if it is something that you feel like that you have, you can turn to a local attorney here and then move forward with the class action suit. Okay,
and I know these things take a long time to go through.
They do.
Like, any idea that when and if this could get results from all of this?
It really depends on how quickly they can settle. A lot of these ultimately end up being settlements. Sometimes that has to start with at least one case being tried and a jury finding, you know, the damages from that, because you are talking about even the people that don't die so much in the medical bills and expenses that come from the side effects that occur after taking the medicine.
You know, I know we always kind of finish with ways we can prevent this. So before taking any new drug, what would you recommend?
You should always do the research on it. You know, do the research specifically to your own self and what you have, other medicines you take, but also, you know, just generally speaking, looking at what's happened to other people. You know, sometimes things are a great fit. Other times it's not even so much the medicine, it's just the medicine, how it reacts with you. Okay,
and if someone watching didn't have a problem with this drug in particular, but they feel like they've had reactions from something else, their first step should call you or a local attorney.
Right. You know, if it's something that they feel like that has come from that, and they've already gone and looked at the medical side of it and gone, you know, been seen again, and it's proven that it comes back to that medicine, it's definitely worth looking into the legal side of it.
All right, Trial Tuesday with Attorney David Aylor. Yep, thanks for being here. Stay with us. We've got much more on Low Country Live in just a moment.